With big aspirations by wanting to create an unrivaled visitor experience. In 2017, the Expo 2020 team travelled 14,000 kilometres to New Zealand.
The scale of the mobility pavilion for us was fairly significant, really not since the 7.5-year journey on the Lord of the Rings, where we looked after 5 different departments, have we tackled something of such similar scale, but in half the length of time.
For months, Richard Taylor and his team set about designing a monumental tribute to the epic journey of human mobility.
We created 3 8 times larger than life-size giants. If they were to stand up, they'd be nearly 16 metres tall. The 3 characters are our Bukri, who is a great geographer and historian. We also did Bطوطة, who is the great scholar and explorer. And we did Ibn Mاجد, who is a navigator and cartographer.
Creating these hyper-realistic replicas was no easy task.
Just in their clothing alone, there's 1.5 kilometres of fabric in each piece of clothing. Dressing them with forklifts and cranes, 20,000 individual holes drilled into the face to insert the beards. The eyes are 3D printed.
Not to be done with just creating giants, the team set out to showcase the history of mobility down through the centuries through a type of art called bas relief.
Our bas relief is 53 metres long. It's got over 200 human figures, 100 animals, over 100 vehicles. It tells the story of mobility from people emerging out of the beginnings of the world and then finding mobility by forming tribes, inventing footwear, and then of course onto the mobility of vehicles and ships and aeroplanes.
Now in their final home at Expo 2020, the displays are set to wow visitors by paying tribute to how mobility has been the driving force behind mankind's development. Eleni Jarkos, CNN, Expo 2020, Dubai.